Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to rejoin Henry as he contemplates sleeping in an old woman's house. His friend Hans is a little bit the worse for wear. We did make him some medicine though, which I expect is being administered, but we're going to rest. I didn't do it in the last episode. I just wondered if it might lead to... look at the state of her bed. Well, Henry's blood. Yeah, I just wondered if it might lead to cutscenes, potentially. So we'll do that now. It might not, of course. So what time is it now? Is it 6 p.m? So why don't we sleep until... Oh yeah, 5's probably enough, isn't it? Well, let's go... Let's go to 4. 11 hours. Sure that's okay? I suspected it might result in something.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. Where's my fucking sword? And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything. Rot in hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that... night?
Oh, Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Uh-oh.
Ma knows
What's
what
he been up
she's
to?
doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
We're probably improving.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
Doesn't bode well.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now,
Henry
what I need more is a
Brainhurt.
little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
When's the last time I ate something?
Perk points. Increasing Henry's level will give you perk points. You can use them to unlock other abilities and upgrades. Okay, we'll do that now. Oh, we'll do that now, shall we? Let's have a look. In the Player tab, you can find all important information about Henry's stats, abilities, and current status. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can use to improve your stats, skills, and warfare capabilities. In other tabs, you'll find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status, your reputation in places you've been, recall combos, or check on the status of your animal companions. Oh dear, okay, we're going to have to familiarise ourselves with this quite a lot. Oh, this is just the... fine. So we want to go to... skills? Perk points. Where have we got perk points? 13 available perk points. So how do we do this then? What is it? Oh, okay. So there's info going off. The screen's gone a bit funny, isn't it? There we go. That's better. So hard-working lad. You grew up in a forge where hard work was never in short supply. And you can find a certain satisfaction from it. If you carry a sack or even a dead unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they'll hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. And you see, that does sound quite useful. So what do I... If I want to take that, what do I do? Have I got it? Oh, it says minimum level 6, so that probably suggests that I can't take it, right? Oh, so the stuff that actually has this, what would I do? No, okay, let's just come out for now. So anything that's kind of got its symbol is stuff we could do. So I guess we should go down these and just check them out. Can I put stuff in there? No. Right, so there's nothing in strength right now. I guess anything will sort to the top that we can do. In agility, so deft hands. The required agility for all weapons will be too lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you'll find it more difficult to fight with. But if you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. That seems pretty good. Probably take that. Featherweight, fall damage is reduced. Well, both those sound good. Let's just have a look at what else we have. Ascetic, your nourishment will decrease slower. In other words, you'll last longer without food. Or thick-blooded, you'll bleed slower. Okay. I mean, they all sound good so far. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are near perfect, you'll gain more money. We'll gain a +4 speech bonus when haggling. So that sounds good too. I like all of these. Well, let's get the agility one. So I've got 13 available perk points, and this just cost me 1. So maybe I might be able to get all of these things. Fall damage. Can I get that too? Why can I not get that one as well? So I'll go, say, the thick-blooded. Okay. Silver tongue. So I've still got quite a lot of perk points. I've got a couple in the main level as well. If you gain rep, the increase will be higher. If you lose rep, the drop will be less. I quite like both of those because, as we've seen, Henry's checks haven't been that successful so far. Let's get that. So interesting that... We can't do that one. So what's going on with that? Why can't I take that too? Am I permanently blocked off from it, or if I level up again, will I be able to take that? Because I don't know. Okay, what we got in secondary? So, charisma, conspicuousness indicates how distinctive your appearance is. Visibility, noise that we make when we move, our speed. God, there's a lot of stuff here, isn't there? Skills. Oh. I assume these are perk points as well. Okay, let's look down alchemy then. We could do probably combat. Oh wow, okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Probably not the combos. Damn. So I've got 9 left. We're gonna wanna tell you what, I'm gonna read through the skills, and what I'll do is I'll pause and I'll come back and just say what I picked. Maybe that's how many perks we can put into each thing at this stage? Or how many are available to take, maybe? But let me just pause here. I'll have a read through each of these, then I'll come and reveal my choices in a sec. Okay, so I think I basically had enough perk points to choose one in every category that there was stuff available to pick. That seemed to be how it worked. So we're working through alchemy. I went for potion seller, so you can sell the potions you brew for 30% more. That seemed like it potentially a good way of making money later on. In craftsmanship, I went for one that if we use a grindstone to sharpen our weapon to a condition of 98% or higher, you gain bonus damage, increases slashing damage by 10%, remaining active as long as the weapon quality condition stays above 75%, so that seemed like it might be good to do extra damage. Drinking, wasn't sure on this one, but really, if you're meant to get a hangover while sleeping, you won't. Plus, when you're drunk, all the beds are 10% more comfortable, so you sleep like a king. It seemed alright. Horsemanship, we can attack from horseback with 15% less stamina, and enemies find it harder to knock us off our horse. Houndmaster, we had these already. I had Lifesaver already, but I added Search, so we can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or hunted game. He'll alert you by barking if he finds something. That seemed quite fun. Scholarship, we're just better at studying. None of these had available perk points. On the combat, I added... what did I add? I can't remember now. Maybe it was the head protection I added? You're wearing a helmet, blows to the head will cause 20% less damage. Swords, with a fully charged sword attack. I don't think we learned how to do that yet, but it seemed like it would be useful when we do. Your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher, so your attack will be stronger and harder to parry. That seemed like a good option. And then the only other one we had was marksmanship. If you don't move for 2 or more seconds while aiming, your stamina will drain 20% slower, and your shot will be 15% stronger. So I've gone for kind of stuff that would do extra damage, or generally that kind of thing. Will hopefully make things a bit easier for us down the line. So that's kind of what I went for. So if I go back into P now, yeah, so it's just shifted the screen across a bit, so that's fine. Charming man. What that? Oh no, we picked that, didn't we? Yeah. Cool. All right. So we leveled up a bit. Why don't we have a bit of food?
Longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Henry's gonna get hangry. Let's take some more. Might as well keep eating, right? So it's all gone. We get one more? Come on, Henry. There, finished it. Alrighty, Hans is up. That's good news. Still can't lockpick, I don't think. I don't have anything to pick locks with.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Hey, Hans.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bohemia told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time. What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Okay, well, let's...
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count.
Exactly.
Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bohemia, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bohemia.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlina. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Leipa for all time. Ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Did we see Toth at the pond? Was he the guy? Was he the captain? Or maybe that's why Henry was looking at him. We have to go back for our dog.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog. That's not our priority right now.
He
Whoa.
saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Okay, we can do the rest.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
For any locals? It looks very Witcher 3, doesn't it?
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
It's closed. Come back tomorrow.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Oh!
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Usual silver tongue, Henry. It's done wonders so far.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have a wash.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit, huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Henry knows.
You could shrug that off.
He's been there enough.
But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch.
Wench! What I tell you?
Christ.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't
Got a
worry.
name.
I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Hello.
It stinks like something died here.
It's Henry.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Here's Stinky.
Oh?
Alright, wash at the trough. Let's do it. Let's get Henry a bit tidied up, shall we? A bit more presentable.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits.
Alright.
Most of them are dead.
Hello again. I stink a bit less now.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha!
Ahem.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back. Are you blind?
There we go.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
He wishes.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
She got a twin sister?
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Nice one, Henry.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine.
Winning friends and influencing people.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Yeah, Henry.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Not really.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Well, we've got to work for our supper.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
I love how everyone just talks to Henry like he's a complete imbecile. All right.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work.
It's all
Is
right.
that clear?
We're being friendly. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
None of your business.
Scallis.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young
Having
Lord
trouble
Sameen
placing her
is
accent.
marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
Let's go on with
And
stuff.
careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Rip them, dump them in the
Coming
corner.
right up.
Got it. Is this where they are? No. Right, where them sacks at?
Safe? What?
There'd have to be two of us.
Where am I going?
Innkeeper, a beer.
Dice table there. Oh, here we go.
That's when she's upset.
Hey,
God
dude.
bless you.
All right, let's grab this thing. Huh? How do I?
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Yeah.
What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Well, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it.
Yeah, we're done. Can I grab this now? How do I?
To success.
If you ain't here to carry, clear off.
I am, though.
Did you hear about what?
How do I...
How much longer am I gonna have to wait?
I don't know. I'm trying to take these things. What's the journal say? Oh, have I got to talk to Capon? Oh, alright, fine. Come on, Hans, I was going to do it for you, but it seems like we've got to do this together.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason.
A figure?
I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us?
It would probably
I
be
suppose
best.
We could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Oh, what a work shy. Okay,
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Fine.
Go in then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Fine. All right, let's grab a sack. Can we do it now? Yes, we can.
Oof, that isn't half heavy.
Come on then. Assume we go in this way. So we've got to go into the pantry, dump them down on a load of planks. In here? No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, probably down here, right? On this pallet? Julio, let's go grab another one. Tell you what, maybe I'll pause here while I'm carrying all these sacks into the pantry. I think it's going to be fairly boring. We'll come back in a sec. Oh, only did 3, but we're in a cutscene now.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calm down?
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll get you.
Oh no.
Hey! Stop fighting! Wanker!
Oh god, there are 2 on me.
Take that! Yeah! Take that fucker out! Damn it!
Oh,
rip your ass out!
Come on then.
Not just ugly, but handsome.
Fuck you!
Oh my god, why are there so many of them?
You should have fucking stayed out of it!
Oh my, why is everyone fighting me? Hans! This is your fault. I've done some damage to this, so I can get rid of him.
Come on then! Wanker!
I'll kill you!
Ow! Oh god, I'm stun locked.
That
No.
won't work on me!
Shit!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
This guy, we've almost got this guy, I think.
He will, you'll die.
No chance!
Too slow!
Come on then!
Oh, I'm getting sucker punched. Oh god. I don't think that was winnable. Surely it wasn't winnable.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
I hadn't finished with my sacks.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up, or you'll get a whipping too.
Well, this didn't end up where I thought it would. I'm packing some sacks.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's below the belt.
That's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Next morning. Oh, I bet that gets uncomfortable after a while.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Uncle Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Don't worry, he'll be back. Probably. Oh, crime and reputation. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid, such as killing innocents, stealing, breaking into people's homes, harming people or domestic animals, and generally disturbing the peace. Consequences. If someone catches you committing a crime, they'll report you to the guards or engage in a confrontation themselves. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid and they might deduce it was you who did it. So basically, if you're sneak into someone's house and you steal something, no one sees you, but then as you're sneaking around, someone comes in and sees you there. Apparently, they will go round and they will check all their belongings. And if they see something is missing, they will know it was you. And they'll still report it as a crime, which is kind of cool. We can, even if we tank our reputation, we can improve it by completing tasks. We can make it worse by committing crimes and being dishonest. We can pay an indulgence or a penitent pilgrimage. Unrest. There's a lot of crime going on in the area. People become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guards will call in reinforcements. Wow. Okay, so yeah, there are genuine consequences to being naughty.
I'll find without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Oh dear, Henry's not pleased.
Hey,
okay.
over here.
Yeah, I'll come over there. But I think we'll probably leave it there for now. Let me, just finish up here. So I'll say thanks very much for watching this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. There's quite a lot going on and plenty more still to come. We've barely scratched the surface here. But thanks very much for watching. As I said, if you enjoyed it, if you could hit that like button, that'd be great. Be sure to leave me a comment as well and let me know what you thought about this episode. I've got some quite amusing moments actually in this one, I thought, but let me know your thoughts. And if you're watching this and haven't yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that'd be amazing. So thanks very much. I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.